think we're live. I think we're just about there. Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Selfridge. We are live for Sunday, April 30th. And we are on a little bit early today. We're on 10 minutes early because I have to go a little bit early today. I've got to head out. Got to do a little bit of a shortened show today. But I wanted to make sure I get on early to get as many comments and questions and all that stuff as I possibly can. We have some people popping into the chat, and we're going to say hello. Actually, let's do that right now. Let's say hello to some people. I have to get my comments turned on. So if you are new to the show or don't know who I am or what this is, I'm Dr. Selfridge, and we do a weekly live stream where I can answer questions about music and band instruments, and even do some requests. I do song requests. I get to as many as I can. I can't always get all of the requests. Okay, here we go. So we already have some good questions coming in. Okay, so we're going to say hello to some people. Here we go. And we're going to say hi to Matthew. Hey, Matthew, how are you? Thanks for being here yet again. It's always good to see our friends who are here on a regular basis, just about every week. So, who else do we have? It's Kaylee. Hi, I'm just going to call you Kaylee if that's okay. It's Kaylee says hi, and Chris, hi, how are you? Chris is already in here with a question. So, Chris, that's a good question. We actually talked about this last week. There is on just about any wind instrument, there's really sort of an unlimited highest note, because the higher you get on your notes, you can get to the highest note that's sort of how do I want to say this? There's a normal set of fingerings that we learn, and the highest note here on the clarinet is a high C, right? But then we get into something called our altissimo fingerings. So this note is a C, okay? It's the note that's on the second ledger line above the staff. So above the staff, ledger line, that is a C. It's right here. I didn't warm up at all. There's the high C, okay? And beyond that, we've got other notes that are called altissimo notes. Hey, Dennis, I see Dennis is joining us. Dennis, I went on a little bit early today, so welcome to the stream. We'll bring you in a minute. So when you go beyond that, you've got higher notes that are called altissimo. So you've got a high D, a high E. So here's C. And you hear it starts to, well, I'm not really warmed up, but you hear it starts to sound a little bit squeaky. I need to get my reed wet. But there's actually kind of almost no limit to how high you can go, because you can get different fingerings to get higher and higher and higher overtones. When it comes to, let's say, a high school clarinet player, you're pretty much going to top out at a high G, okay? And that's only if you're playing the first part and you're playing maybe some challenging music. High school, C, D, E, F, and sometimes they do get up to a G. So here it is in the low octave, and here it is in the high octave. See if I can get it. That's a high G. That's 4 ledger lines above the staff. Ledger line. So A is the first ledger line, C is the second ledger line, E, and then G. So that's pretty much the highest note you'll find in challenging high school band music. In solo clarinet music, you can get up to an A, B, and a double C. I guess that might be called a triple C. I don't know what you would call it. Okay. So as you guys can see, our friend Dennis is here. And Dennis, let's see. Do you have sound? Hello?
I think so.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
welcome to the live stream. As you know, Dennis, so I started a little early today because I'm going to be wrapping up a little early.
That's okay, pal.
Okay.
That's okay.
How are things?
Good.
Good.
No, everything today is following the trail of my treatments and stuff. So
Okay.
that's kind of where things are. But things have been very good,
All right.
generally speaking. How about yourself?
Doing well. Doing well. We a little bit of it's been extremely rainy here this whole weekend, as you know,
Oh yeah.
kind of nonstop. So hopefully that'll clear up. But yeah, it's been a busy time for me. I didn't talk about this yet on my stream, but we had our band concert Thursday night. That went really well.
Oh wow.
We had a drumline competition on Saturday. We had the junior prom Friday night. I helped to chaperone that. That was fun. It's been busy time, busy, but good.
Hmm.
So welcome back, Dennis, and I'll be checking in later, and
I'll be here.
you'll be doing your thing in the chat.
Yep.
So other questions from our friends here. Shrek is a legend. Obsession with insects. You want me to do Ladybug, Fly Away Home on sax. It's a terrible song. I hate it, but it's funny. This is your comment. You're saying it's a terrible song and I hate it. I don't know this song. Let me look this song up, okay? So Ladybug, Fly Away Home. I have no idea on this one. Let me try that, okay? I'm going to go here. Bloop. And I have to put it into... Here we go. So we're going to go to YouTube. Whenever I get a request, this is how I do it. I just put the song in YouTube. All right, here we go. Let's give this a listen. Oh, I still have my jazz going. Oops. Okay, here's Ladybug song. This is like a kid's... Is this the right one? Oh. Oh, no. Wow. Kind of a intense story going on here. Ladybug had a fire at their house. So, look at this, the little Ladybug fire truck. Okay, so I think I have the idea here. What's interesting about this is this is a request from our friend Shrek is a legend, and Ladybird, Fly Away Home. So this is a children's song. You might sometimes it's called a nursery rhyme. And what's interesting about this is you don't hear many children's songs in minor. This is in a minor tonality. Da 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 da. Let's listen to it again. We're in A minor. This is just a little bit, kind of intense for a children's song. But let me play it on. Did you request an instrument, Shrek? Did you request a specific instrument? Let me see. On sax, okay. So, you guys are looking at my whole behind the scenes there. Da, 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 da. So it's an A minor on the piano. Here's my piano. A minor. So for saxophone, that means that we would play it in F sharp minor. We played in F sharp minor, okay? So let me get my sax here. F sharp, G sharp, A. So you guys know when you transpose from concert pitch to alto sax, we go up a major sixth, or you could think down a minor third. So basically, A minor, I'm going to start on A, and I'm going to count up 6 notes in an A scale. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. That's the 6th note in an A major scale. So that means I have to play starting on F sharp instead of A. So Sounds a little bit, so it's minor. It sounds a little bit, you know, foreboding or kind of intense. Here we go. That's phrase 1. Da da, your house is on fire and okay. So phrase 1 starts on the resting tone. Do, re, re, do, re, do. Ba, da. And then starts on 3, which is May. So here we go. Okay. Da 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 dum bum ba da da dum. And she crept under the frying pan. Da 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 da. And get this right. And she crept under da. All right, I'm gonna try to play along. You guys, hopefully you're entertained by this a little bit. Let me put this on the big screen so you guys can see it, and I'm gonna play along with it. Okay, here we go. Introduction. Okay, so that's the Ladybug song. You know, I'd never heard that song before. You taught me something. So let's go back to our questions and requests. Yeah, so like I said, it's like actually pretty uncommon to have nursery rhymes in minor. So it's always interesting to learn one. All right, I think we had a flute embouchure question. Okay, Kaylee, what's a common flute embouchure? Okay, flute embouchure. This is the way I teach it, and I think it works really well. It works for me. So, let me start with this. One mistake that sometimes a lot of people make with flute embouchure is they try to do a really tight and tense lips like this, right? Your lips are not nearly as tense and muscular here when you play the flute. A clarinet, we do pretty firm, you know. But on the flute, here's what you do. Say the letter M, or what I say to my students is close your lips just in a calm, relaxed manner in a straight line as if you're asleep. Like completely relaxed. We're not doing anything weird with our lips. Just M, and then just relax your lips like you're asleep together. Okay? Then what we do is you kind of firm up your cheeks like you're pressing your cheek muscles against your teeth. I think I do this with my clarinet and saxophone players. Imagine like you're gluing the inside of your cheeks to the sides of your teeth. So relaxed, straight lips. Here. Then with our straight line lips as if saying M, keep them kind of against your teeth, but at the same time, we're going to blow air through the center of our lips so the air kind of pokes out the center in a little laser beam as if you're starting your sound with the letter P. So here we go. M, relaxed M, cheeks against your teeth, M, and we keep our lips against our teeth, but we do this sound. You see my lips kind of a little bit right here? They kind of push out with the air. You have to let the really center red part of your lips push out with the air. Don't let all of your cheeks and your lips push out like this. That's way too loose. You'll have no control. So you're controlling everything here, but right here, when the air pokes out, it kind of just pokes out the center of your lips. It's like the air is popping out. And then if you put the lip plate of the flute right underneath your bottom lip, and you should feel a little bit of the edge of the hole under your bottom lip right here. And we make that little sound starting with the letter P. Watch. Now, eventually, we're not going to use the sound of the letter P. Instead of that, we go with a T sound inside our mouth. We go. But the letter P thing, for me, it kind of helps my students not waste a bunch of air. A lot of beginner students will use way too much air because they think you have to make a big hole with your lips, like that won't work, right? So close your lips, smooth letter M shape, like you're asleep. Firm, firm, firm. Let the middle of your lips push out with the air, starting with the letter P. And there we go. That's a flute embouchure. Okay. And as you guys can see, our friend Dennis is here in the chat. He'll help us kind of highlight questions that I might miss. Okay, we have a request. Somebody that I used to know on clarinet. This is an interesting request, okay? I don't think I've gotten this one before. But what I do is when I have requests like this, I go to YouTube. Oops, I don't want to click. That's the button I want. So somebody that I used to know. This one, I wonder. Sometimes a more popular song, if you just type in the words and the word sheet music, you will find it. I found it. Okay, so this is what I found. It is sheet music in the key of B flat. Let me show you. That song's still in my head. Here is what I'm looking at. And so they tell me that this is in a B flat sheet, which means the music is transposed up a whole step from what you're hearing. All right, let's give this a try. I've never played this song before. It looks like we are in E minor, which means we have to watch whenever we have this. See this sharp at the top line and this sharp in the bass clef? This is the F note. So whenever we have an F in this song, I have to think F sharp. So not regular F that we learned, but F sharp right here. Let's give it a try. I'm going to sight read this. I don't think we're there yet. This doesn't sound right. Let me start this over. All right, the whole thing is just E minor. Oh, I got my echo on here. The whole thing is just two chords, right? So we got. So I don't know. Some of it wasn't sounding quite right to me, but let's do it. Here we go. From the top. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. I'll start at measure 5. First ending. Repeats. I'm going to play this all the way through to the second ending. like an ending. New chord. Okay, I think that's enough of that. So that's a fun song. And you know what? I don't know if you guys could hear it, but when we got to the main part that I think most people know, of course, in most of our pop songs, we've got something called a verse and a chorus. And in this song, the verses are just these two chords. Let me turn my sound up. Blum, bum, bum. It's these two chords right here. Wait, get back here. That's where I want to be. Here's where I want to be. But then in the chorus, they added a chord. They went, so that just added just that little bit of extra spice to the sound that if they didn't do that, the song might get, pretty boring if it's just the whole time. So what the chorus does, it throws this little twist in. Just gives it a little bit something different. Okay, fun song, fun request. Let's do more of that, okay? More of your comments and questions. Here we go. So that's the one I just did for you guys. What's one of your inspirations on sax? Can you play one of the songs? Okay, cool. Great question. Let's go, my main inspiration on sax has been was jazz. So let's see. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. So one of my first inspirations on sax was I loved Duke Ellington and I loved Johnny Hodges, who was Duke Ellington's lead alto for most of Duke Ellington's career, with like some short periods where he wasn't in the band. So one of the songs that he did was All of Me, and a little bit of that solo. It would start off, you guys know the song All of Me? They did it in A flat, which a lot of people do. And so the arrangement would start off with the trombones going, they do this melody, which actually confused me. It's a long story, but when I was listening to this as a kid, I didn't get that the trombones were playing the melody, and then when Johnny Hodges came in, it was 2 bars into the solo. So my ear kind of got a little messed up on that. I didn't understand it. But start off with the trombones, and then Johnny Hodges went right into an improv solo. So I'll play some of it, if I can remember it. Johnny Hodges. Something like that. Oh man, it's been a while. The other thing I learned was Charlie Parker. Charlie Parker, his famous song that I liked was this one. And then a little bit of his solo. So there's a little bit of Charlie Parker, Johnny Hodges, two of my big influences on saxophone. All right. Let's see. Right. Yes, Chris, the Ladybug song was totally stuck in my head. Wolf Music. How do you play a B flat and a B sharp on clarinet? Great question. Nice quick one I can answer. So, B on clarinet. B is this note on the piano. So there's B on the clarinet. So if we go B flat, I'm going to show you one thing about music theory here real quick. So this is a B. Flat means to go down a half step. So that's B flat. Sharp means to go up a half step. You're going to notice something between B and C. There's no black key. So when we say B sharp, it's really just a complicated way of just saying C. So a B sharp is equal to a C. I know it's a little bit tricky to think about if you've never heard that before. Maybe a little bit confusing, but B sharp is the same thing as a C because there's no black key. B sharp. So with that understanding, I'm going to show you how to do it on clarinet. Here's a B. I'm going to take your comment down so we can see my fingers a little better, okay? Here's a B in the middle of the staff. And then a B flat is when you go to almost no fingers. You do your A key and your back key here. So B natural, B flat, and then a B sharp. Here's a B. B sharp is just C. So if you see a B sharp, it's equal to C. And if you're down on your low register, here's B natural, here's B flat, here's B natural, and then that's just a C. If you're trying to get a B sharp, it's just C. Okay? Nice question. Good question. Hopefully that made sense. Snowjack is saying hello. Hello to Snowjack. And yes. Oh, golden hour on clarinet. Wow. I did this on, I have a video on YouTube Shorts or Instagram or, all that stuff where I did it on saxophone. Let me see if I can find. So here we go. We're going to do the old search on YouTube and to see if I can find golden hour sheet music. I know there's sheet music out there, but do they have it for clarinet? Let's see. Here it is. Oh, this is a great there's two great channels. There is a channel called Clarified and a channel called Easy Music Lesson. Which one should I do? I'm going to do Easy Music Lesson. All right, here we go. Oh boy. Whoa. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Quick pause. So, what am I saying oh my gosh about? Well, we are in F sharp major. And those are some fast notes. So, this is an example of when I do my tutorials on how to play pop songs. If it's something like this, I will adjust it to make it easier to play. I mean, this is the kind of thing that even me as someone who's pretty accomplished or skilled, relatively so, I would have to sit here and practice this for a while. So, because it's so awkward, all the sharps and the way they connect, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit easier on myself, and I'm also going to give you another option here. So this channel is called Clarified. I really like this channel. And they usually slow it down, like you can hear. And I think they might have changed the key to an easier key. And obviously they show you the fingerings. This is called Clarified. All right, here we go. right, so there we go. So that was like the slow version. I think they do an up-tempo version. Play along. And there's no clarinet in the background. It's just going to be me, okay? Here we go. Okay, so that was pretty cool, right? Yeah, Clarified is a great channel, so check it out. Some of my recent videos, tutorials, have been me just playing along with Clarified videos. All right. More comments and questions from you. Let's see. Taps on the clarinet. I know I'm behind here. Let's see. Let's skip around a little bit here. Taps on the clarinet. Hello to Mia. How are you? Golden hour on clarinet. I got that. Chloe. All right, there's a question here I can get to. Chloe is asking, how can I work around not being able to afford flute lessons before auditioning for university? I'm currently playing Royal Conservatory Level 8, which is what auditions need. So Chloe, my first question is, do you have any music teachers at your school? Okay. If it's really an issue of you can't afford flute lessons, you know, if I'll just put it this way. If a student came to me and was in your situation, I would offer to help them out at least a couple times. Let's do a lesson and no charge. I would do that at least once, right? Or play for me what you're working on and I'll work with you for 15, 20 minutes, no charge. If you have a music teacher or someone that you know at school, if they're not a flute specialist, they might have a friend who's willing to work with you at no charge. I think there's a lot of music teachers who would be willing to do that. Not that they would, some people would be very generous and maybe teach you every week for months and months, but at least a check-in here and there to help you get on the right track and maybe show you some things you need to work on. So that's number one. Ask for people who might just be willing to listen to you play and give you a few helpful tips. Second would be, if you can find the music that you are supposed to be audition, whatever music you're working on to audition, if you can find a YouTube video or a recording of a professional playing that piece, you can learn a lot, honestly. If you just set yourself to the goal that my goal is to match exactly what this person sounds like on this recording, assuming that they're a professional and it's a good recording, that will get you really far. There might be some technical things that you don't know and you might need help with, but just listening to great musicians and copying them will get you very far and will certainly likely get you into university. And then once you're there, you'll have a teacher who can show you some of the things you don't understand. So hopefully that makes sense and hopefully that works for you. Let me know how it goes, okay? Wolf Music, when do you recommend switching to a thicker reed? Okay, if you've been playing 9 years, I would say most clarinet players in the professional world are on a 3 or a 3.5. I play on a 3. I don't play clarinet every day, so I'm good with a 3, and the 3 gets me what I need. Some people I think maybe are up around 4, but not more than that. So it's like increasing your reed strength is not something that you just do every couple of years just because. You would increase your reed strength if you feel like you need that reed strength to give you the tone that you're looking for and also the control on the top of your clarinet. What happens when your reed is too, you could say weak or soft, when your reed is not strong enough, when you get up into the upper range of your clarinet, well, first of all, you'll get a tone quality that's kind of like thin and wobbly, and then when you, or airy and not rich. When you get up to the top of your clarinet, your high notes are not going to be able to speak like the way you want them to if your clarinet reed isn't at the strength that you need it to be. So it kind of depends what strength reed you're on right now. Jonathan, that's a new name I don't think I've seen before. So hi, Jonathan. Welcome, and thank you all for being subscribers. You know, to participate in the chat, I have this setting on here that you have to subscribe to the channel. That's just to keep our chat room kind of free from kind of knuckleheads who might want to come in here and just be silly. So I appreciate all of you who are subscribers and are participating in our chat. Mason, hello to Mason. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Imperial March on flute. I'll do this real quick. See how much I can remember. I actually have this. So the Imperial March, I'm going to see if I can find this real quick at drselfridgemusic.com. Quick plug. But I'm pretty sure I have this in like my most requested tunes. Most requested tunes. Let me show you what I'm looking at here, guys. This is where I'm at. Most requested tunes, clarinet, and I think Uptown, Baby Shark, Star Wars main theme. Here it is. Okay. This is from my website here, and it's called Most Requested Tunes. All right. I'm going to start right here, and you've got two flats. So you got E flat here. All right. That's what some people, you can miss that if you're not paying attention to the key signature. E flat, F sharp, E flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's a tricky one. Definitely tricky, but it's something a beginner to intermediate player could play with some practice. Okay? More questions and comments. You know what? Maybe it's a good time to check in with Dennis. Hello, Dennis.
Hey, here I am.
So I know you're doing a lot of reposting of questions. Does one jump out at you that maybe I could go to next?
No, because most of them been a lot of them have been more towards the they want you to play things, but some of the ones you had earlier I thought were intriguing. The ones about what to do when you didn't have the class that you have to try to make up. You know, you could almost sense the passion of the student who was saying that.
Yeah. What did you think of my advice? Did you have any suggestions?
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's tough because for teachers like you and I, we would probably take people on like that for free because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But not everybody does. So part of it is tell them to find the right teacher.
Yeah. Absolutely. And there's sometimes it's a matter of asking, and some people might not have some people might not be willing or be able to do it, but you're likely to find someone at some point, hopefully.
This is right.
All right. Well, let's see. Yeah. Let's go back to our questions and requests here. Like Dennis said, there's a lot of requests here. Mason, let's go to Mason's question. I have a band concert, Houndapalooza. That sounds fun. Is that like based on your school mascot? This Friday, May 5th. I was going to say May the 5th be with you. It's May the 4th be with you. That's like a Star Wars day, right? May 4th. All right, Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. The song I'm playing, Fanfare on the Theme of Imagination, Imperium, Awesome Sauce. Oh, Imperium, I know, that's a great song. Awesome Sauce, and I believe Riverside March. Cool, Mason, good luck with that concert. Wish you luck on that and to all of your classmates. Awesome Sauce on the clarinet. So this, again, I'm going to guess that this is a band arrangement because you said you're playing it in your band. So as I've explained before, when we have requests for songs that are sort of published band arrangements, sometimes those are difficult for me to find because you can't really find sheet music for that online. All right, let me see. Here's what I got. This is what I'm looking at. I'm kind of Googling it. Oh, it's by Scott Watson. So guys, the composer of this song, I want to give a shout out to the composer, Scott Watson, who is a friend of mine. He teaches in, well, he's actually, I believe he's retired from teaching and he's doing his composing and conducting full time now. But Scott Watson is a friend of mine from the Pennsylvania area, and this is his piece. Okay, so I'm going to try to play along with this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the clarinet. And so let's give it a try. Let's take it back to the beginning, and I'll see if I can keep up here. Snapping or clapping? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cool. 2, 3. Cool. I'm going to stop it right there. That's a fun song. I was not familiar with that song, so thanks for making that suggestion. And again, that's composed by a guy that I know, Scott Watson. He's a great teacher, Dr. Watson, a great composer. Let's go to more of your comments and requests and questions. Okay, we got a request for Taylor Swift. You know, it's funny, Allie, yesterday, so Allie requested Love Song by Taylor Swift on flute, and quite a coincidence, I think I already told you guys that last night I had a gig. You guys know professional musicians, we call whenever we're hired to play a performance, whatever it might be, we'll use the term gig. So I had a gig last night, a wedding gig with a band that I'd never played with before, but I knew one person on the band, so they brought me in. And one of the requests by the bride and groom was they wanted some flute and piano for their wedding ceremony, and one of the songs they requested was that song, Love Story by Taylor Swift. So I actually have, I think I actually have the sheet music literally on my laptop because I downloaded, I think I actually just deleted it because I didn't think I needed it anymore. Love Story. Oh, wrong song. I was, is it, what song, what are you requesting? Oh yeah, Love Story. Yeah, okay. And here's the song, let's see. Oh, the song I downloaded was Lover, not Love Story. Okay. Let's look up Love Story. Anyway, I played 2 Taylor Swift songs last night for my gig. Love Story, Taylor Swift, and you got to put in the word sheet music and see if we find something. Now, since I'm playing it on flute, I can just get any old play along here. It doesn't have to be transposed. So this is what I'm looking at, everybody. Let's give it a try. is 8 measures of rest. So I'm counting 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4. Second verse. So yeah, there's another verse going on there. That's a great song. So it's really pretty amazing, all the stuff that's out there. If you just search the song sheet and the title of the song and the word sheet music, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can play. And sometimes you type in the name of your instrument. That will get you more, zoomed in on what you're looking for. Okay. I'm going to look for some questions here. A lot of requests. Flight of the Bumblebee. I get this one a lot. I have not really practiced Flight of the Bumblebee fast. Flight of the Bumblebee at 2:46. Is this a specific video? I've played Flight of the Bumblebee before, but I've never really practiced it to get it it's not super impressive when I play it. Best way to avoid squeaking on the clarinet. Proper embouchure, smooth bottom lip stretched across your bottom teeth, firm corners. Make sure your reed is on straight. Make sure you're sitting up straight. You're holding your clarinet at the correct angle, which is not too close to your body or not up in the air like this, kind of in the middle. And make sure your fingers are completely covering the keys so you're not having any air leakages. And that's pretty much how you do it. You want to check your embouchure, firm muscles, your posture. Make sure your reed is on straight and it's in good condition and you're holding the instrument properly. Okay? Guys, we're going to be wrapping up soon. I did start a little bit early today because we have to wrap up, I'd say, in about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? So keep the questions and comments coming. I'll get to as many as I can. We had a request for Final Countdown on clarinet. Eminem Godzilla. How do you play trills on a clarinet? Trills are pretty straightforward, easy concept once you understand it. So a trill is, let me show you on the piano first. There we go. So a trill means they will write a note. So say you've got a note G on your music and it's got the trill symbol above it, okay? You play a G. So a trill means whatever note they wrote, that's the main note, but you go one note higher and go back and forth quickly. So the rule is the note you trill to is the next note that would be in that note's major scale or in the key of the song. So say we're in a song that's in G major, the note one higher than G would be in A. So you'd play. Okay. But if you were in a song that was in E flat major and you have a trill and a G, you would trill to the note in the key signature, which would be A flat. So it depends on the key signature. So on the clarinet, it's the same idea, right? So if they gave you, say you have a G written and it has a trill on it, you'd play a G and you'd trill the A key. Just like that. So any note, that's how you would do it. It's the note above, one step above the note that's written that you go back and forth with. I haven't gotten to hot cross. This is from La Young. I haven't got to hot cross buns yet on flute. I did learn the chords, just started today. Okay. So, okay, cool. I believe I have a video on hot cross buns for the flute. So tell me which notes you're using. I mean, there's lots of different ways to play hot cross buns. You could play it D, C, B flat, which is the way you learn it in band, because band music for beginners is mostly in concert B flat. You could also do it in G, which would be B, A, G. That's like if you're learning it on recorder, those are the notes you would use. Just depends on what, you could literally play it on any note in the scale. Okay. Robert. Hello, Robert. How are you, my friend? November is now. Can I play your request? Okay, let's see. Hey, Mia, I think I did play Imperial March. Did you miss it? I played it earlier. Let's see. George, Robert, have I ever heard of Romanian clarinet players? I've heard of Romania or Romanians. I have not specifically heard of Romanian clarinet. I mean, I'm aware that there are Romanian clarinet players, but I'm curious. I'm guessing maybe you're getting at that style of music, because I have heard that style of music, and it's really, really cool and really impressive. If you have any specific listening recommendations, let me know. I would love to check it out. Let's see here. Hi, Chase. How are you, buddy? What I always tell people for higher notes on any brass instrument is you have to work on your strength of your embouchure muscles. All right. You have to really keep your airstream going. And I'm sure your teacher has talked to you. I know you take private lessons. I'm sure your teacher has talked to you about the way, it's called voicing. The word is voicing. And it's the way you shape your tongue inside your mouth. So if your tongue is flat, like you're saying ah, that would be like for lower notes. But as you move your tongue position up into more of an E, E, it changes the airflow inside your mouth, and that helps you get higher notes as well. So there's two tips for that. Let's see. A lot of requests, you guys. Let's see what I can get to here. Let me go back. All right, I'm going to do Final Countdown by Europe on clarinet. Ba-da-dum-bum. I'll just do it without play-along music. I think I can do this one myself. So this is a good one to do, I think, in D minor. So I'm going to do it in D minor. I'm going to start on A, which is the 5th. Da-da-da-da, B flat, da-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-dum-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here we go. 1. That's the Final Countdown. It's a very, very catchy tune, and it's all within pretty much your basic 5-note minor scale with the flat 6, which is in a natural minor scale. Right? So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. And the natural minor scale would finish up with 2 more notes. Te, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do. But this is the span of the song. There we go. Fun song. Okay, more requests. Eminem Godzilla. All right, let me see. Is this one I have to look up a clean version for? Just curious. Let's see. And you want the on piano. Okay. Let's see. Godzilla, Eminem. So when I'm listening to song, especially like, I think we've talked about this. Songs in, it's Eminem. I'm going to assume it's like in the rap hip hop genre. So okay, so what I'm going to take from this, because a lot of times in rap and hip hop, when you're trying to pull out a melody to play, you're either going to take it from the bass line, which is usually has a very like distinctive melody, like short, simple melody to it, or if there's any part that they're singing in it, you have to really kind of scroll through and like there's the rapping part and then there's the singing part. But the melody, bum ba da dum bum bum bum. What key are we in? We're in E flat minor, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to go actually Godzilla Eminem, and I'm going to look up a karaoke so I can really take out the, just focus on the bass part. Let's give it a little listen here. Hear that? I'm going to put on my piano view so you can see. E flat minor. Just 3 notes. Oh, here went. Oh, okay. I hear that part. Okay, so you got. I gotta figure that part out. Hold on. I don't hear this. Where's that note? Hold on. Trying to figure this out. I guess that's it. Yeah. What happens there? Yeah. That's basically it. Okay, so that's the cool piano part for that song. Great request. Thank you for that. And we're going to be wrapping up soon, guys, here, believe it or not, okay? So like I said last week, I really apologize, if I don't get to your comment or your request in our show, but please come back next week. Let's see what else we have I can do real quick. Barry, I downloaded a DVD from Bando, just starting out with the flute. I play the recorder. Okay. Maybe you're talking about my site, gobando.com, which I actually switched over to drselfridgemusic.com. Downloaded a DVD. I don't know. I don't sell DVDs, but let me know if you have any questions I can answer for you, Barry. Okay? I'm happy to do that. Let's see. Yeah, it's time to finish up here, guys. So Matthew is in here. Thank you, Matthew. Let me go ahead and get ready to wrap up here. Okay. So we're going to wrap up with a couple final questions and comments. Okay, everybody? If you want to say hello or any final comments before the show ends. Chris, can I sing? Yeah, I do like to sing for fun. You know, when I'm with friends or, you know, we're going to having a jam session, I do like to sing. Can I play Salt Peanuts, Charlie Parker? I'm not sure what key that's in. But I think it's in. No. That's the main part of it. It's a fun song. Chris Haggerty says, I'll be here next week. Thank you, Chris. Ninja Kid, there we go. I hope you enjoyed learning that little bit of that Eminem song. I see a lot of requests here I didn't get to. I apologize. My heart will go on. Allie, you're welcome. I see a great question from Alicia. Breath control, I just think of when you do long tones. Play a long note and just practice holding the note as long as you can. Keep the note steady, and the more you do that, the better your breath control gets. All right, I think it's about time to finish up. So, Morphin, thank you for being here again. I'm sorry I didn't get to your requests. Dennis, thank you for being with us for another show. Appreciate it. If you're still... Are
you taking a nap?
Still here.
So thanks, Dennis, and hopefully we'll see you next week as well.
Hopefully.
All right.
I should be there.
Good. Folks, thank you so much for watching our show today. And when I finish up, as you know, you're going to see this screen right here. So you're going to see how you can reach out to me on social media and all that jazz. And until next week, guys, have fun. Don't forget to practice. And come back next week with more questions and comments and requests, okay? Have a great week, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.